50 years ago, NBC aired a new episode of classic Star Trek, Arena, and these are my honest opinions. I love Arena. It has all the elements which make up a good Star Trek story. It has action, it has heart, it has humor, it has morals, and Kirk fighting a lizard man. The crew beams down to Cestus 3 only to find out that it has been destroyed. As we find out, it has been destroyed by the Gorn, who arrived, killed almost everybody, and tried to destroy the Enterprise too. And we see the first great thing. They are filming on an actual location, on an amazing set. Everything is real locations, real actors, running away from real explosions. It's so refreshing after the previous episodes where you could clearly see that in every fight scene, in every wide shot, they use a stuntman. After a fun action scene, they get back to the Enterprise and the second segment begins. The Enterprise is following the Gorn ship, and we're expecting that every single minute we get a huge, spectacular space battle. But nope. Well, at least we get something interesting, the typical Star Trek debate. In later episodes, these debates took place between Kirk, Spock, and McCoy, but in this early stage, Kirk and Spock will have to be enough. I do agree with Spock that destroying the Gorn ship is way too harsh, but I also agree with Kirk that the Gorn need to be punished for their crime. They chase the Gorn ship for a while, but as soon as it starts to become a bit boring, the story changes again. Both ships get stabbed by another alien species, the Metrone, and they decide that the best way how to end this conflict is a battle to the death between Kirk and the Gorn captain. Before Kirk has a chance to object, he suddenly teleported to Vasquez Rocks, to an unknown planet to fight the Gorn, and we find out that the Gorn are actually a race of anthropomorphic lizards. Kirk and Gorn fight, and I must admit one thing. When I've seen this episode for the first time, I was a kid and I remembered it as being impressive and scary. Now when I see it as an adult, the fight looks, less impressive. The Gorn is clearly a stuntman in a rubber suit with a lizard-shaped helmet on his head. Not only can the poor guy barely move, he probably doesn't even see too much. So this fight, instead of looking like a deadly fight, in some shots it looks like they are just dancing, and in other shots it looks like the Gorn is trying to rape Kirk. Kirk finds out that he can't win using force, and he has to outsmart him, so he builds himself a cannon, and despite what the Mythbusters had to say about it, it works. The Gorn captain is defeated and Kirk is going to finish him, but in the last moment he decides not to do so. The Gorn told him that Cestus 3 actually belonged to them, so the Earth colonists were technically intruders, and from his perspective, the Gorn wiping out a whole colony was just them trying to remove the intruders from their land. When Kirk refuses to kill him, he impresses the Metrone, who sends both of them back to their ships. There is one problem I have with the last segment. Instead of the story focusing on Kirk trying to outsmart the Gorn, we are intricating these scenes with scenes taking place on the Enterprise bridge. You see, the Metrone has allowed the Enterprise crew to watch their captain. How? Where is the camera? Is there a Metrone filming crew and Kirk is pretending he does not see them? And how do they cut the footage and send it to the Enterprise view screen? I hate when movies or TV shows do this. Thankfully, I haven't seen it for a while, so probably Hollywood producers finally understand how stupid it looks. Overall, to me, this is the almost perfect episode. There are a couple of things which I didn't like, so I can't give it a 14 out of 10. So I remove 1 point and give it a 9 out of 10. So what do you think? Do you like this episode or hate it or maybe love it? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you do enjoy these little honest opinions videos, you can check them every week. I try to do a kind of a mini review exactly 50 years after it premiered on NBC, but unfortunately in the last weeks I am able to do it only on Fridays. Feel free to watch any of the videos on my channel and hopefully see you next week. Thanks for watching and bye.